Just some information about Zoom. If you are new to Zoom, there is a chat. So you can see maybe down on the bottom of your screen, there's a chat. So if you have something you want to say or something you want to write, you can always put something in the chat. If it becomes loud where you are, you can just mute, press that microphone picture, so then it is quiet where you are, and so we do not have so much noise in the background. And then when it becomes quiet or you need to speak, then you can unmute. So I just want to, just some technology issues with Zoom. So thank you all for being here. So I'm Jen, Mama Jen. I'm from the United States. And I have been doing ministry in Uganda for many years, about 5 years. And before I did ministry, I worked for many years in universities. And I help young people make decisions about their jobs and their ability to become leaders. Those were the two things I really spent most of my life teaching and working on. And so during this pandemic, God was really telling me, I want you to start something new. My children are hurting. They are all over, and they're facing so many problems: unemployment, poverty, illness, death, broken relationships, just so many problems all over the world right now. And many of my children, they do not know that I love them. They do not know that I am still alive, that I love them, that I am still moving in this world. And I want you just to go and tell people that I, God, love my children, and I am still there, still here. So that was when I created this ministry called One Love. And we're doing, it's very new. It just began in August of 2020. So it's still kind of following God, watching him and listening for him to show me what to do. But one of the things that I feel very is really he wants me to do is this time of gathering people together, especially young people, uh, to pray and to learn more about him, and just to know that he loves us. So that is part of why we are here today on Zoom, and I'm so happy to have you. And really, the goal for One Love is to reach young people, age 18 to 30, especially young people who do not have a church, or who are having questions or thinking about who is God and what does God mean to me? What does God have to do with me in my life? So that's what we do each Sunday. Just we try to be short, about 30 minutes, because technology and internet, all these things. Um, so we're just so glad to have you with us today. And so I just want to welcome you all. And let me just begin with just some short prayer. Today we will focus on some verses. And but before we share some verses about faith, that's our topic for today. I just want to open us in a short prayer. Heavenly Father, we just thank you that you bring us together. What a beautiful gift to be able to connect with our brothers and sisters. God, you tell us you are our Father. And so then we are all your children. And God, what a lovely gift it is to come together, to be able to meet each other, to love each other. God, you tell us that at the end of this human life, we will spend forever, forever with you in heaven. Uh, we are able to do this because you sent your son. You sent a spiritual being, part of you, part of the divine perfection. You sent him down to this earth so that we could know more about you, and so that our sin, all of the mistakes and things that we do wrong that keep us separated from you, God, he took all of that sin We do not have to make sacrifices anymore. All of those old rules that your people followed, we do not have to do that anymore because your son Jesus, he was the perfect sacrifice. He had no sin on his in his life on this earth. He did not sin. God, I am a terrible sinner. I can't even go one day without some kind of sin, some angry thought, some there are so many ways, God, that we sin, big and small, and each of those sins, they separate us from you because you are a perfect and holy God. And so you sent your son Jesus because you did not want us to be separated from you, because you love us. We are your creation. We are your children. And like any dad, like any parent, you love your children even when they misbehave. God, I just thank you that because of your son, each time we repent, we say we're sorry for anything that we did wrong, we are forgiven. It's like you forget it ever happened. You are that good and that loving and that kind to us. So God, we just thank you that we can be connected to you even though we are broken and sinful people. And because of that great love, we have joy, we have freedom, we have hope, and we want to share that with others because there is nothing like it. There is nothing like you, God. This world, there's nothing so good, so just, so forgiving, so gracious, so loving, so full of peace. All these good things, God, they come from you. So we thank you that we can come before you, that we can come together with one another. We do not have to be spiritual seekers off alone by ourselves, that we come together in family, and that in heaven we will be a big family, all of us, every nation, every tribe, every tongue, every language, every color, everything. We will all be together. And so we have joy in our hearts that we can practice that here in our time together. God, thank you, and be with us as we have our conversation today. Amen.
Amen.
So Cyrus had a really good idea last week that we talk about some verses about faith. Um, so I thought that was really, really, he's so wise. And so I chose a verse. I will begin, and then Cyrus, you can choose yours. I don't know, Eric, if you were with us last time or not. If you have verses, Justine, also you can share. But I will go first, and then Cyrus will go second. So the verse that really spoke to me about faith was from Romans chapter 10. And I think Cyrus also found the same one. We were messaging on WhatsApp this morning. So verse 17 in Romans 10, this is a book um, where we are learning about how God's plan was to he had a special relationship with the Jews, with the Israelites. They were his special children, his chosen people. Um, and then when Jesus came, uh, his disciples, the followers of Jesus, they took this love, they took this word, they took the story of Jesus out to not just the Jews, but also all the non-Jewish people. And in the past, the non-Jewish people would have been excluded. And so this message went to everyone, not just Jews, but to all people who wanted to hear it, which is so good. I love this. So then it says in verse 17, faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word about Christ. And I chose that. I really like that verse. Of course, in the Bible, there are so many verses about faith. But I chose that one because we cannot we cannot have faith in something that we have never heard about. So first we must hear. about something good, to want to trust in it, to want to have faith in it, to want to believe in it. So then what this says though is the message is heard through the word. And so the word, can be people speaking the truth. The word can also be, of course, in the Bible. That is the word written down from those who came long before us. So I really like that because it reminds me that my faith is in something very specific. It's not just empty faith, like I believe in some kind of God, some kind of something bigger than me. It's very specific what this faith tells me about who Jesus was and who God is and why the earth is here and why am I here and what is my job to do and how can I live, all these things. So that's why I chose that verse. It gives me great courage, because when I have moments of doubt, when I have moments of fear, I can go back. I can go back to my community, to other believers. I can read the Bible. I know exactly where to go if my faith is weak. Because life can be very difficult, and sometimes my faith is strong and sometimes it starts to get weak. So I'm so grateful to be able to go back to the word. It's very comforting to me. So that was my verse that I chose on faith. How about Cyrus? So I know that Cyrus chose a verse. Let's see if he's here. Cyrus, are you with us? Oh, you're muted.
Yes, I'm here, and I think my verse will be Hebrews 11. When you look at Hebrews 11, all the men that did great things during that time, they did all those things because they had faith. With Hebrews 11, it brings you Abel, who gave in an acceptable offering to God. He did that because he had faith. He believed in something that he couldn't see, but he had a lot of belief. So he gave in the most acceptable offering to God, which is not easy when you don't have faith. We see Enoch, who was taken up to heaven without dying. He disappeared because God took him. We see Noah, who built a large boat to save his family. If Noah didn't have faith, he wouldn't have done that, and his family couldn't be saved. With Hebrews, that's 11 verse 8, it brings you Abraham, who obeyed God. Abraham was able to obey God because he had faith that really God was there. He had faith that in what God told him, and whenever he got a message from God, he already obeyed. So I think if anyone has a Bible, you can go through Hebrews 11. It gives you a broad picture of what exactly faith is and what exactly faith can do. So me, I didn't choose like a single verse, but the whole Hebrews 11 chapter is.
It is really, that is an excellent chapter because it tells about so many people. Abraham, Sarah, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, Moses. There are all so many examples of people who lived by faith, because our faith, it has to be more than just something we feel. It has to be more than just something we believe. Because of what we believe, then we must do. I like that Noah, because can you imagine if you were building a really, really, really big boat and your neighbors, people walking past saying, "Why are you building this boat? what are you doing?" And you say, "God told me to build this." Can you imagine? People would think you're crazy, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So then people start saying, oh, look at Jen, she's building a boat. She's so she's so crazy. Imagine you might feel like, maybe I am crazy. Should I stop? Why am I doing this? But his faith was so strong that he continued. He continued in his action because of his faith. I like that so much. And in fact, Cyrus, that's a wonderful chapter. There is somewhere in there, I have even highlighted. I like that chapter so much. So I have highlighted in verse 16. He's saying, that all these people who had faith, they had faith because they knew this life on earth, this is not our home. This is not our forever place. We are just here, like immigrants, like visitors in another country, like Eric and Justine living in a different country, not your homeland. It's like that for us believers on this earth. This is not our home. We are just temporary, short term, just living here, knowing our home is forever in heaven with God. And so it says in verse 16, instead, they were longing for a better country, a heavenly one. Therefore, God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared a city for them. So when we do the same, when we live our lives in faith, when we take action because of our beliefs, we have that same promise that God has a city for us. He has a home for us, a forever, permanent, eternal home with him. I like that so much because sometimes in this life, it is so difficult. And I think, oh God, it's too difficult here. And then I think, okay, this is not my home. This is not forever. This is just the life for now. Forever will be with you in a perfect place. So that faith, it strengthens me even in difficult times. Cyrus, thank you for that wonderful, a whole chapter.
Thank you. I think faith is much of the ability to trust and believe in something that you can't see. If you're able to believe in something that you can't see, I think that's
Mm-hmm. It's true.
but
It's good. Eric or Justine, I cannot remember if you were, Justine, I know you were not with us last week. And Eric, I think maybe you were not with us last week either. Am I right on that?
I was
Ah,
with you last week. Yeah, just that I did not stay for long.
yes, you were there in the beginning before we had the conversation about choosing some verses about faith.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, I saw the video. I tried to follow up the video on the YouTube because there's a YouTube channel that One Love Family. So I subscribe to the channel, and when you post videos, I get a notification. There's a video from One Love Family. So I tried to follow up from the video so I could understand what transpired in my absence. Unfortunately, I did not get to complete this video because of the work, running there and here. So I was kind of, I mean, I didn't know exactly what happened. Like, I didn't know which chapters to read. I mean, what were you guys up to? But I can share something about faith because for all believers, like, we do everything by faith. We do everything by faith because there's some things that happen in life and you just have to believe. Like, for example, I traveled from Uganda to here. I didn't know anybody. And there was a lot of negativity. You know, there's a lot of racism. People used to talk a lot about United Arab Emirates. There's a lot of racism. There's a lot of, you know, negativity. You cannot work there. They will not like you, you know. But just because of the faith you have and that belief in God, you're like, I believe in God. I will go try this and see if I can make a difference in my life. I can make a change. And I worked with Cyrus before, actually. I did not tell you, but Cyrus was my workmate before. We worked for the same company some time back. So it's my hobby, but there are days we would wake up and go at work and we have no idea what will happen to us. We will earn something or not. We have no idea because they used to pay us per day. But sometimes, as we were working on a beach, because we used to work at the beach together, sometimes the day would not have a very good turn up and the bosses would say, unfortunately, we cannot pay you today. You will have to wait for the following day. But because you have that faith and you know you are a believer, you have that courage to wake up every day, go and work, even if you don't know you will get paid or not, and you still have that courage in your heart. You wake up and you know, you go to work, you leave the rest to God. You wake up and pray, then you go to work. And then eventually, sometimes you'll get paid. Sometimes a good day will happen and you get paid. And sometimes it turns out not as you expected, but you keep going. So that's the little I can share about faith. Maybe next time I will have the actually, if next time I will have I will be on the topic. I will be on the right track because I will take my time and read exactly where the area of interest is. Because today I was kind of I was blue today. I didn't know which verses to read, but fortunately today I'm here full time. You didn't catch me. The time didn't catch me at work because always I'm running from work back home. So I'm checking for 1-2 minutes and I'm out. But today I'm here full time. So I think I will be a good participant next week.
Okay, well, Eric, we are glad to have you with us. And
I'm glad to.
Yeah, before we finish today, we will choose our topic for next time. Justine, so glad that you are with us. Do you have anything you would like to say about faith?
No, maybe next time. Today I'm not ready.
It's okay. It's your first time. You can just listen and participate. It's okay. Cyrus, I see you have your hand up. What would you like to say?
Maybe just to add a little submission to Eric's. I think every day we live by faith. We wake up to go to work because we have faith things will work out, we shall get money. We leave our countries to go abroad because we hope things will be better that side. I think faith is our day-to-day kind of thing that we move with. Though maybe most of the times we don't put a lot of attention to it, but I think we live life by faith. If maybe we didn't have faith, some of us would have already given up. But because of faith, we still push, we still are trying to look for ways of how to survive. So I think Eric has a very good submission.
I agree. Well, look at that. See who has joined us, Samdo. Oh, maybe he's frozen. I see him.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello, dear. How are you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. We are so
good
happy to have
evening.
you.
Praise God. Thank you. I'm humbled. But my network is not good. I was just passing by today. I forgot to join. I was asking, but hope you are fine too. All of you.
We are glad to have you with us. And we were having our discussion today about faith. Cyrus and I had some verses about faith, and we were just sharing some of our thoughts on what it means to live, what it means to really live by faith. Samdo, do you have anything about faith that you want to share with us?
My network is not fine. Sorry?
It's okay.
Management.
Let me ask
I'm
Rema.
sorry, my network.
It's okay. Rema, do you have anything you would like to share about faith with us?
No, I'm just so happy to join you guys. I'm really happy.
We are
But
very happy.
I think Rema should tell us something about herself because actually she has never talked.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Nothing much to talk about, please. Cyrus.
So Rema, what country are you in? Where do you live?
I'm in Saudi Arabia right now.
Okay.
Rema, Rema, we would like to see you so we know exactly who we are inviting. From my side, I cannot see Raymond.
She was with us. She had the video on in the beginning for some moments.
Okay.
So we got to see her then, but maybe she will share again with us.
It's okay.
Hey, hi,
There
Raymond.
she is. We're so glad that you're with us, Rema.
I'm so happy to really.
Okay, we are nearing the end of our time. Does anyone else have anything they would like to share about faith?
I would like to share something, but
No,
it's
everyone
not
is quiet.
about
Okay,
faith.
so, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was saying,
Oh, I could not hear that very well.
there have been network issues.
Network.
Eric.
Hey, Cyrus.
Was I was
Network.
having some network problems. Okay. So should we choose a topic for next week?
Cyrus, please.
I thought someone else would do that. I think Eric or Rema should just in.
Unfortunately, my Bible. Cyrus, brother, my Bible is in the same phone I'm using, so I cannot go up to the
Okay, I'll choose hope.
Hope? Okay, that's a good one. I was thinking the same one. So hope. So we can, next week, anyone can find some verses or have some thoughts about hope. That will be our topic for next week. I like that one. Good choice, my son.
Maybe the other thing, last time you shared the email, some people weren't around, so maybe you should share the email. Erica and Justin and Rema could also
Yeah.
get email so that they can keep in touch as we see how to go on.
Excellent.
Eric, the email.
I received that. I received that from my side.
Good,
If you
good.
have anything, then you can share.
How about Justin? Justin, did you receive the email?
No, it's my first time here.
Okay, so I put the email address in the chat. It is One Love Family
One love
online
I
at
received. I will make
gmail.com.
sure I share with Justin as well.
Okay, so Rema, it is One Love Family online at gmail.com. I put that in the chat. So you can email me.
Screenshot it.
Yes. And then I will send you an invitation to the YouTube channel. And then also, I think maybe you have also Cyrus contact information in WhatsApp. So we are thinking also to create a WhatsApp group to have communication with each other during the week as well. So, okay, well, what a blessing, everyone. Thank you for spending your time together with us today. For me, it is just the morning, and for most of you, it is already later in the day. Before we go, do you have any last questions or comments before we end our time together today?
Well, from my side, I would like to make a suggestion because I believe we will get more comfortable if the number of the participants get bigger and bigger. It will be more interesting to pray together in large numbers from different parts of the world. So I want to challenge everyone online to invite more people, or else we even open up maybe a Facebook account or something like that. And Cyrus, you can be the admin of this Facebook page. So
Maybe
we
you
can
too.
invite more and more people.
I like these ideas. You know, I was telling Cyrus, I think maybe most of you have not been, maybe never have been to my country in the United States. I have invited 7 people to come and join me. These are friends of mine, people I have known for some time, and none of them want to come. They all say, I do not really need God in my life. I have everything. I have a job, I have money, I have home, I have family. I do not need God. So I think this is
You have all of what you need to live your life.
I think this is
Right?
it's a difficult situation in some countries. So, but we will continue to invite others. This is a wonderful idea because there are people hurting. There are people who are really struggling, who are hurting, and we can bring them into this family. So this week I will look more for people who are hurting and invite them to come in.
And I will make sure I invite more people by next week as well. But please, Cyrus, make One Love Family popular. Open up this Facebook account so we invite more and more people. So it can be a full church online.
We do already have a Facebook account. So yes, we do. Yes. So we have some followers, mostly like my family members, some friends, but we can, it will be good for you all to join. And then we can even make posts and communicate and do some things that way. So Cyrus and I will work to get out those invitations to you.
All right, but my other concern,
Yes.
actually the last concern, because I think I'm having a lot of concerns, but my other concern is the time we are praying, is it's not so favorable on my side. And
Okay.
Cyrus told me the session takes only 1 hour, rather 30 minutes. Cyrus told me the session takes 30 minutes. In this period, I'm always leaving work, so it's hard for me. It's hard for me to have a stable network. Sorry, Cyrus, are you still on?
Yeah, we are on. We can hear you.
Yeah, it's hard for me to have a stable network while I'm traveling. So
Well, that is another good concern. And Cyrus and I, we were talking about what is the best day, what is the best time, and we were thinking maybe even to do more than one, because maybe some people this is a good time, some people another time is better. So if we have two, then we just have more opportunity. So maybe this week, Cyrus, you and I can speak about that, and Cyrus, you can ask Eric about what is the best time. So we can either add a second one or we can even change this one. So what do you think
Well,
about that?
I think now that because everyone has the email, I think everyone should try to suggest what they think is good. So it's through
Okay.
the suggestions that we shall. I think it should be inclusive of everyone. So I think everyone should take time and send an email. I'm sure you will be seeing the emails. So if then you will look through and we shall decide on how to go
I
about
like
that.
that. I like that. So when you, so maybe each one of us can make a suggestion of like, maybe like two or three of the best times. And then we will choose the one that most people can do. So I right now I only have email for Cyrus and Judith. So if you all email me, Justine and Eric, then we can continue this conversation to find even a better time.
Okay.
Sound
Okay,
good?
and please tell Judith to join us next time, and also tell her to send in her suggestions. Justin, we are so glad you are able to join us.
Yeah.
Rema,
actually, Judith communicated to me earlier. She told me she may be traveling to the countryside. She had to visit the mom. So I think that's basically the reason why she's not here today, because in Africa, when you go countryside, network is very,
yeah,
very, very.
she knows she was to Uganda.
I went to Uganda. Even excuse me, even in Kampala, sometimes the network is bad. Okay, my friends. Well, what a joy you have given to me today. This is really it makes me so happy to be with all of you and to just play with you and learn from you and have these discussions together as family. It makes me very, very, very happy to have this time with you. So I just thank you. I thank God for giving us this time together today. And I just pray for all of us as we go into the week that we will have opportunities to share with people that God loves them, that He sees them, He knows what they are facing, and He is with them. And we shall come together again next week.
On Sunday, probably.
Yes. Okay, everyone. Thank you. Have a good week.
Please
Have
have a
a
good week.
good.
Justin, don't miss out next Sunday, please.
Okay.
She's been too silent.
Okay. Today.
Okay, and I shall post the video onto the YouTube page either today or tomorrow, so we can share that even with our friends.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay,
Have a good
goodbye,
Sunday.
everyone.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.